I am over the internet because today, while scrolling X, I unfortunately witnessed the murder of Irina Zarutska by DeCarlos Brown himself. I did not realize that the video was going to show the entire thing. And when I tell you how incredibly disturbing that video was, I don't even think I can put into words how disturbing it is. We've talked over here before about how people have been desensitized to the real physical harm that is done to people because of what we see in movies and TV shows and video games and whatever else. And the video from the train where the guy, DeCarlos Brown, is standing behind her, and she's just sitting there on her seat doing nothing, harming nobody, and he stands up and stabs her. And I watched the video of her turn and look at him, and you guys have seen the pictures. I'm not going to show any of it. I'm not going to show a single fucking piece of it because it is horrific knowing that this girl's parents, her friends, her family are watching over and over and over the end of her life, right? They're making this man famous by showing his face. I'm not showing any of it. I don't care if people are like, oh, but I haven't seen. I'm not showing. You can look it up somewhere else. But the pictures of her with, the absolute look of terror on her face as she's holding her neck and then realizing what's happening, and then she falls off the seat and into the floor. 10 seconds, 15 seconds max between him stabbing her and her falling into the floor and him walking away towards the doors. You can see the blood in the seat as she falls. You can see the blood trailing behind him. And knowing that what I watched is real. It is the murder of an innocent young girl. It's not fake. There's nothing fake about it. I watched this woman's life end. It may not have been directly in front of my face, but I watched somebody take their last breath. That is, no matter how you look at it, knowing that that is what happened and watching the thing, it is traumatizing no matter who you are. People are like, well, why didn't anybody stand up and do anything? It took 15 seconds for this man to murder her and for her to die. You see somebody stab somebody, is your first thought to jump up and go to the victim or to the person, or is your first thought to get away as far as you can? Because clearly there's something wrong with this person if he's willing to pull out a knife, stab some random person in the throat, and then walk away like nothing happened. Now, at first, they tried to say, obviously, that it was a random act, and it obviously was a random act. This man did not know this woman, but it was not random in all aspects. It was done by a black man to a white woman, what looked like a white woman, on purpose. If a black female had been sitting there, I 100% believe that female would still be alive. If an Asian woman or a Hispanic woman, an Indian woman, if a man of any nationality besides white had been sitting there, that man would still be alive as well. It was because it was a white female that sat in front of him that she lost her life. Based off of the massive push through people in Congress, fucking Jasmine Crockett and people like her, and what you're seeing in movies and TV shows and everything else, where they are pushing this massive racial divide, where they are trying to convince black Americans that white people hate them. They're trying to convince white people that black people are awful and they're all gonna, they're all thugs, whatever. This whole push to racially divide people based on hate is why things like this are happening. Now, my husband and I and daughter went to go see a movie on September 6th. And in this movie theater, we watched the previews. And in these previews, there is a new movie with Julia Roberts in it. And in this movie, I don't know if the word indoctrination is correct here, but the subtle No, that's just not subtle. I don't know the word here. The push for white guilt in this movie is absolutely ridiculous. The name of the movie, I pulled it up here, is, hold on, I'm blind now. The name of the movie is called After the Hunt, okay? It's called After the Hunt. It's this new Julia Roberts movie. The basis of this movie is that a black female, from what I gathered, says that a white male professor has physically assaulted her. I think that's what it was. Because I saw it going on and I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Looks like this black female accuses this white male professor of sexual assault or something along those lines. And the whole movie is, from what I saw from the previews, is about how this white woman, being Julia Roberts, and the white man being Andrew Garfield, I think is his name, the one who played Spider-Man forever ago, like one of the worst Spider-Man movies, whatever. How they can't say anything because you can't speak up against black people because then you will be racist and all this other stuff. And it's, again, another racial divide push. Absolutely ridiculous looking movie that is designed to continue pushing this stupid fucked up narrative that white people are bad, that we're all racist, that whatever else, that we should have all this guilt in our bones and in our souls for whatever the hell happened hundreds of years ago, for where the black people are today in their stance in society and whatever else. And it's all absolute bullshit, because people are where they are based off of how they let themselves get played by the media, how they let themselves get played by government, how they let themselves get played by everybody else around them, and how they let victim mentality rule their lives instead of, I don't know, fucking sacking up and doing something about your life or whatever else. If you happen to be whatever and your life sucks, guess whose problem it's not? Mine. Or anybody that looks like me, or anybody that looks like somebody else. This whole racial divide bullshit is getting real fucking old, and the fact they keep making movies about it, you see these kind of things, and then you have somebody who goes out because they have been triggered by the stupid fucking things that they're watching. They get triggered and they go out and go, oh, got a white girl today, and kill them. Then you're going to have white people turning around killing black people because they're worried that it's been ingrained in us at some point that we're supposed to be worried that if you see a black person coming towards you, oh no, lock your doors. Oh no, cover your purse. Oh no, make sure you have your hand on your concealed carry. That way, if they get too close to you, you can pop one off. Like, why is this where we are? How far fucking back do we have to pedal as humans, thanks to the people we have in Congress, thanks to the people making these movies, these TV shows, these whatevers? I've been watching Grey's Anatomy, which I've told you guys about. I've been watching Grey's Anatomy because I used to love it when I was younger. I loved it. I'm watching it through completely different eyes now, and every time I watch an episode, I am like, are you kidding me? The push for the they them bullshit pronouns, the push for accepting transgenders everywhere, the push for lesbian this, gay that, the push for masking up, the push for vaccines, the push for everything that they have done on that show is like, are you fucking kidding me? And I know the F-bombs are dropping. Guess what? I don't fucking care, because I am so over everything that we are seeing happen in media, in movies, in the news, in just everywhere. I'm tired of the racial bullshit. It is what it is. Close your fucking eyes. You're not going to know what color somebody is. Close your eyes and deal with it. Like, y'all, when the murder happened, when this man murdered this woman, the left did not want to talk about it at all. There was, I talked about this a couple days ago, there was like no news about it because it didn't go along with the narrative, right? The left does not want people knowing that black people killed white people. But heaven forbid it had been a white man that killed a black woman. Oh my gosh, it would have been everywhere. The left would be rioting and protesting up and down every single street in every single blue city humanly possible, trying to burn down the red cities, whatever else. But because this does not fit their narrative, it's whatever. However, their narrative is why this happened. Their narrative on black and white crime is why these things keep occurring. The fact that this man had been in and out of jail, 14 times, and the people that kept letting him out happened to be black female judges who, side note, don't have to have a single iota of law knowledge. They don't have to be lawyers. They don't have to have passed a bar. They get like elected into this shit, and they keep letting these people out. Why is there no consequences for these people who are letting these murderers back out on the street? If you let somebody out of jail, I don't give a shit what judge you are. If you let some murderous asshole back out on the streets and they harm somebody, your bitch ass should go to jail too, because it was because of you that they were able to go out there and do these things. Now, look, interestingly enough, the black man used a knife and not a gun, but it's not going to help the left with their narrative of, we need to get rid of guns. Now it'll be, we need to get rid of knives. Like even Idris Elba, was talking about in the UK or whatever fucking country, I don't know, talking about how they need to ban knives because people stab each other. Next thing you know, they're going to ban baseball bats, golf clubs, anything that could possibly harm somebody. Water, I could hold your nose and make you swallow water and you can drown. Like, you're just going to outlaw everything? Oh, y'all, I am so fucking aggravated. It is beyond ridiculous. You pull up X, you pull up anything that isn't left-based, and you see everything that's going on. You pull up anything left-based, and it's crickets. They don't tell you anything because obviously they don't want people to know what's actually happening. They don't want people to know what is really going on in our country, because they are pushing for these things to happen in our country. My brain is going, oh, well, I guess, C-19 didn't kill enough, neither did the vaccine. Might as well make it a racially charged thing so people just go out and murder each other. That's a good way to drop bodies. Like, I've told y'all before, I do not sit where people are behind me. And it's because of stuff like this. It's because of stuff like this. It is terrifying knowing that no matter who you are, anything could happen to you at any point in time. But because of the way the left is pushing this massive racial divide, being a white woman right now is scary. And I don't care if people are like, oh my God, I can't believe she just said that. Fuck all the way off, because it is what is happening. You see how many women in general are getting abducted, raped, murdered, mugged, all these different things. And when you see things like this happen, it makes you as a woman go, you know what, maybe I'll just stay home today. It makes me as a woman go, listen, I'm gonna carry this, I'm gonna carry this, I'm gonna carry this. I dare you to try to touch me. I will fucking end you. Because it is to the point where you have to be on guard all the time. I have a 16-year-old daughter. You really think I want her going out by herself any place? Because 16-year-olds aren't paying attention to everything around them. Mine might pay a bit more attention because of who her parents are and what we talk about and what we tell her, because we don't want her to be ignorant of the world, right? But most 16-year-old girls are not going to be paying attention. They're going to be looking down at their phones while they do this or do that, not noticing the guy that's following them, not noticing the man that's waiting for them in the dark alleyway or in the stairwell, or following them into their apartment complex or into some store or towards their car. It is a very scary place we live in right now, and it's a very scary place because of media, because of mainstream media, because of these agendas in these movies and these TV shows and these commercials and everything else that's being pushed out there, where people who haven't decided to open their eyes are just, gobbling all this shit up, thinking that it's real and living their lives based on all the bullshit that is being fed to them. I cannot stand it. Like, that man should not even see a jury of his peers. Somebody should end him. That's how I feel about it. It's not right. I know that. I'm fully aware of that. I don't think he should ever see daylight again. If I had been on the train and I had seen what happened, I would have, I can't even say that I would have rushed towards the girl. I can't say that I would have rushed towards him to stop him, because self-preservation is very strong in a lot of people. I have self-preservation, in me. And I already know that I would not have rushed towards this man with a knife. I wouldn't have done it. But I know how to shoot from where I'm standing, so I wouldn't have had to rush towards him. But anyway, not the point. The fact that, y'all, I don't even know where to go with all of this stuff that's going on. Like, what do you do? What do you do? The only way to fix it is to get rid of the people that are causing it. How do you get every single person out of a place of power that is willfully purposefully inciting this kind of shit, that is willfully, purposefully letting these people out on the streets. Please explain. How do you stop it? How do you fix it? Y'all. That girl did not deserve what happened to her. There was no reason for it. None whatsoever. And then her family is going to see the video. Why do we put that shit out on the internet? It doesn't need to be out there. There are certain lines that should be drawn, and yet every single day it seems like we cross that line and move it farther back, cross that line, move it farther back, cross that line, until the next thing you know, there's no fucking lines left. And then it's just, right? Y'all, that's it. I love you. Watch your back. Always. Watch your back. It's what you have to do. Such a shitty thing to have to think about every day you wake up. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I'm alive another day. Oh, gosh. Let me make sure that nobody murders me. Anyway. That's all. I love y'all. Goodbye.